Welcome back to the Outer Worlds. So I took the liberty of running through the ship since there was no fast travel available. Seem to have spared the life of 2 corporate people who were in the entrance area.
Captain, I am receiving a transmission. Captain, I shall now play the transmission I received from Dr. Wells.
The board is here. They've found me somehow. They're about to blast my door open. I can't stop them from getting me, and there isn't enough time to explain everything. But there's something very important you need to remember. The board, all their lackeys, they're all a bunch of swine. Do you hear me? They're fucking corporate swine. You fucking pigs! I'll take you all out with me. I'll never...
It would seem the recording captured some rather dire events. I presume you'll want to dock at the orbital lab to check on your associate as soon as possible. How can I be of assistance? I request you do not wake me if I am sleeping upon your return.
Okay, so there was a plot twist. Wait. This is the hope.
If you stop in the engine room, would you ask Parva? We've arrived at Phineas's orbital lab. Take someone to watch.
Let's try that again. Corporate people out here at least. Bubbles is still alive, that's good. Universal Defense Logistics official arrest receipt. As per official arrest protocol outlined in Defense Logistic Incarceration Document A43.21-6, the individual who has been detained at this location must appear in an official Halcyon court at the appointed date and time with this paperwork in order to register that they are indeed properly arrested for crimes listed under their name. Failure to appear at the appointed date and time with this paperwork will result in additional late fees and the rescheduling of the prisoner's appointed incarceration registration date. Failure to appear at subsequent court dates may incur additional fees. Halcyon Court is not responsible for missed appointments that are a consequence of being held within a locked cell or other high-security containment location. Please note that this is the only copy of this receipt that you will receive and that it is your responsibility to have it with you when you appear for your registration session. Okay.
Looking for your friend? Just
You're bleeding!
Subtle work, Captain.
I actually died. I didn't expect that. So there are corporate people in there then. And they're not friendly.
Not a peep from me.
That's the last of them.
It's better. Having been shocked too many times, you have become sensitive to shock damage. I don't need any more perk points. Hibernation helmet. Duh. Okay, you can read this if you want to, because this is a long read, and it doesn't seem really important either. Experimental notes. Experiment 01173. Eureka! Flash-frozen organic material reverts back to its original cell structure when treated with tincture of dimethyl sulfoxide. Rate of explosive cell death are very respectable, 6%. Bad news. Difficult to acquire, limited quantities of compound, likely produced by Onticleo. Recently discontinued due to severe adverse reactions. Must find more. Experiment 00938. 0012. Artificial stasis successfully induced in cystipig specimen. 0217. Revivification complicated. Cystipig tissue returned to living state. Brain tissue suffered from rapid nucleation. Attempting treatment. 0558. Treatment progressing. 0820. Treatment failed. Brain tissue irreparably damaged by rapid onset necrosis. 0851. Explosive cell death. 0949. Finished cleaning liquefied remains of cystipig from laboratory floors, walls, and equipment. Experiment 00083. 0216. Fresh out of Onticleo's experimenting with Spacer's Choice partially emulsified creamer substitute. 0218. Finished brewing, adding 2 ounces Spacer's Choice. 0220. Atrocious. Felt part of self die on the inside. Reminder, add Spacer's Choice to the list. Note to self 2. Buy more mouthwash. Cystipig notes. Have spared one of my stock of experimental cystipigs to be used as a renewable source of nourishment. Have named this lucky pig Bubbles. Giving an animal a name establishes rapport and creates a positive emotional bond. Allegedly improves flavor of tumors. Must look into that. Excellent creatures, cystipigs. Don't know how people used to survive without these genetic wonders of porcine succulence. Slaughtering a pig for meat instead of harvesting tumors that ripen naturally, falling off the flesh like mock apples of a tree, seems the height of barbarity. Truly a miracle of modern science. You. Personal files. Hack. Personal log entry 01037. Have procured the services of one Captain Alex Hawthorne of the Unreliable. I hope he didn't name his ship after the quality of his services. I'll be sending my new accomplice down to Hawthorne via escape pod as soon as the revival process is complete. Hawthorne should make for an agreeable companion, or at least an acceptable chaperone. Law willing, he isn't a total buffoon. Right, so... it's a terminal. Contingency plan activated. Publishing last will and testament. We need pack 90. Are we even near that? Search the area for the passcode. That was easy. Just in case I have to read that thing to progress, I'll go and read it, but I won't read it out aloud again. Enter passcode. If you're seeing this screen, I, Phineas V. Wells, have been perniciously kidnapped and very probably incarcerated by the perfidious and cowardly government of Halcyon in the prison fortress of Tartarus. If I have not already been executed for charges leveled against me, I hope the person reading this terminal will find a way to finish my work or rescue me, preferably the latter. This screen constitutes my last will and testament. I commend my body and my belongings to the icy depths of the ether. If this is Caledorn, I have prepared an emergency care package located in a hidden panel. Unlock the panel from my terminal and claim its contents immediately. Personal files. Phineas V. Wells eyes only. Note. Must delete entries from terminal memory. No telling who might be looking. First entry. The Hope made it to Halcyon after all. 25 years too late. The board doesn't know what to do with an entire ship full of frozen colonists, so naturally they're going to leave them there. Corporate tells us revival is impossible. They've tried absolutely nothing and apparently they're all out of options. Balderdash. Cellular regeneration after long-term hibernation is really just a question of thermodynamics. I'm quite confident I can find a way to revive the Hope's colonists. If only corporate would authorize my requests. Frankly, I don't see why I need the permission of my employers to conduct experiments in the name of scientific advancement. What nonsense. Did Newton beg permission from his employers before discovering the 3 laws of motion? Genius is not beholden to the vicissitudes of bureaucracy. Besides, the Hope has a cargo of hundreds of thousands of colonists. The board practically expects a few to go missing. Second entry. 113 seconds. New record. Most of my subjects last 93 seconds on average before total cellular liquefaction reduces them to several gallons of organic soup 3 degrees above freezing temperature. Yeah. 113 seconds of screaming. This subject was stronger than the others, but in the end his body failed to survive the revival process. He was my 12th subject to die. I don't know how much longer I can keep doing this. Strictly speaking, I do know the Hope has hundreds of thousands of colonists. I've only experimented on 12. How many more experiments before I successfully revive a single subject? 1? 10? 100? 500? Statistically insignificant. If I experimented on 1 subject every month, I would not make a dent in the Hope's population in a lifetime. Can still hear the screaming. Trouble sleeping, trouble concentrating. Psychological toll significant. On to subject number 13. Final entry. I always suspected this would happen. The board finally discovered what I'd done and sent their headhunters to track me down, but they'll never find me. They say I'm a murderer, and they are right. I am. I regret what I've done, but I'm not about to turn myself into the board. I'm not going to go begging the board's forgiveness. Only the Hope's colonists can forgive me for what I've done. They are the only people who can set things right, and I am going to find a way to revive them, no matter how long I have to stay in hiding. I've got my notes with me, I have my equipment, and now I have this lab. It is time I returned to work. And open the panel. It has a Tartarus nav key.
You're a deft hand with a mag pick.
Oh yes. Woolly fillet. Reminder, do not tap on glass, seals loose. Okay. Does that mean shooting the glass is problem? No, it isn't. Sorry, couldn't resist. Why is a sister pig in here? Okay. I was wondering about these other planets, whether they were DLC material or if they were just
Captain, as it appears we may soon be embarking for a maximum security prison planet, I believe the crew would like to speak with you to, as you humans put it, air some concerns.
Okay.
Doc Wells never hurt nobody. Just a kindly old fella living by his lonesome up in the rings, tinkering at his table. The board just couldn't leave him be.
Breaking Phineas Wells out of a maximum security penitentiary. I can't think of a better lost cause to commit ourselves to.
To extract the scientist, you will need to infiltrate the labyrinth. But that course of action is likely to be quite dangerous, Captain.
We can't abandon Phineas. We have to free him if we've any hope of saving the colony.
I am programmed to warn you whenever you exhibit inclinations toward risky behavior. Breaking into Tartarus will not be easy.
Getting in is the simple part. It's getting out again that's the trouble. Trust me, I know.
So that's where you were.
Let's just do it. Kick down some doors, grab Doc Wells, and cut a path out. We don't need a plan. We got guns.
If you really mean to do this, you should see to your final affairs and close out any unfinished business. Once you sneak into Tartarus, you may be there a while. Or permanently.
Crew, what do you think about all this?
It's the craziest plan I've ever heard. And I mean that as a compliment.
You didn't hire me to think. And I ain't about to start now. You're my boss. And I'll walk into fire with you.
I think it's insane. But maybe the colony needs a healthy dose of insanity right about now.
I know it's dangerous. And I won't lie and say I'm not scared out of my wits. But I couldn't live with myself if we didn't do something.
You're asking for more than bravery from us, Captain. But there are worse ways to go than dying for a good cause. I'm in.
Let Sam get the grime out. It's what our units do best.
The entire plan is a terrible idea, but I admire your bravado, Captain, which leads me to illogically believe, against the odds, that you will be successful.
We're doing it. Everyone strap in.
If we don't make it, at least it'll be a great story.
Got my trusty tossball stick. Got my ass-kicking boots. I'm ready, boss.
Outstanding.
You can count on us, Captain. We're crew. For real crew. That means we got each other's backs. Right?
Never thought I'd volunteer to break into a prison. Seems like your tendency towards risky behavior is rubbing off on me, Captain.
Command not recognized.
Waiting on your command, Captain.
Right. I'm guessing it would be a good idea to clean up the inventory. Repair stuff. And tear things down. Not like we haven't got a whole bunch of items that we don't need. That's a significant amount of damage. Okay, and the armor department. $84 is a rather substantial amount of armor. Let's keep the tech skills hack, or is hack tech skill? Stealth skill. Keep the hack on the tech skill. Determination. Oh, do we need determination? Keep one of the hibernation suits as well. Repair that. Need this helmet. Keep these, and your armor gives 84, your helmet gives 84, while your helmet gives 62. There you go. New helmet for you. this does not appear to be Tartarus. You're about to assault the labyrinth on Tartarus and determine the fate of the Halcyon colony. If there's anything you want to do before you enter the prison, do it now, before you cross the point of no return. Would you like to continue? Well, that certainly is a very clear and concise message that this is probably the last mission. Yes. Would you like to save? Yes.
I am pleased to inform you that we have arrived at the labyrinth. Please be advised that the punishment for trespassing is execution. Please be advised that electrical storms on the surface of Tartarus make departure impossible at this time.
Know anything useful about Tartarus?
Resident count is as follows: 3,071. Resident deaths, including but not limited to executions, are as follows: 1,684. Resident escapes are as follows: 0. The interior can be chilly. Take a scarf with you, Captain. I would also ask that you leave your captain's ID with me, in the event that you do not return.
Nice try, but not happening.
Understood. If you die or are incarcerated for life, I can generate a new ID for the next captain. I would prefer if you return, though.
Aww.
Oh, speak of the devil. Captain, I am receiving a transmission from the prison's docking authority now.
Attention, unauthorized spacecraft. This is a maximum security installation. Your presence here is an explicit violation of UDL corporate policy. You are hereby confined to your docking platform until a ticket detailing your crimes has been filed and notarized, at which point your vessel will be seized and you will be executed.
What the hell is with you people and landing violations?
I'm sorry, you people? Did you just cast a generalization on upstanding UDL employees? That's a fine of 200 bits. You're up to 5,708, not including the cost of your execution and the disposal of your remains, which will be assessed posthumously.
Too bad we don't have enough skill here. If you're just going to kill me, why bother with a ticket?
Protocol is important, sir.
Of course.
The sentencing of one crime does not preclude the sentencing of another, technically speaking. Tartarus docking authority signing up. Hang on. Looks like you're gonna have company at the execution. Another ship just pulled into your dock. Wait, is that from the groundbreaker? What the? Pay no mind to that, just have a pleasant day.
Transmission terminated. How can I be of assistance?
That was bizarre.
See you soon, Captain.
Okay, so here we are at Tartarus, I guess. It's a rather pretty little planet. Tartarus docking facilities. We'll grab our trusty two companions, the Vicar and Parvati. Sniping is such a useful little skill to have. That's it for now.
The captain did right by us once. Now it's our turn. The board will never own Groundbreaker. Not while I breathe. Push on, Mardats!
Oh, that was unexpected. Not that that did us much good.
Incoming! Well done. We're still alive.
These bored people certainly does a lot of damage. Of course there are sprats here.
We got trouble! Attack! Got it, you mark! Everyone all right?
Where did they come from? Not sure we need any more loot, to be honest. I think we have everything we need. Liking the music here, though. Wait, was that another of those high armor helmet? No, it wasn't.
Great work.
Nicely done.
I wonder if we can find one of those board. The groundbreaker is actually docked here. One of those board ID cartridges. Rotating password list. A list of passwords for something called a RAM. There are 3 columns, but only one is legible, the rest have been scratched out. Today's password from the column is 1 Akande. That's useful. We are in, it would seem. Oh my. So this is the prison colony. It certainly makes for an interesting view.
They call this place the Labyrinth. Perhaps we should all meditate on that as we make our descent.
This might be the loneliest place in the whole system.
This certainly is a long elevator journey. How much do the board hate us by now? Oh, they're just scared of us.
I suppose it would be too late to back out now, huh? Fear not, Captain. I'll watch your back.
Thank you.
Nice one. Here we go. Oh! Oh!
Medical room?
Nice hit!
That's the last of them.
Right. This place certainly is large. You can see enemies up on the compass marker.
Something's not right.
Really?
Incoming!
Bring it down!
Stop that.
Here we go! Wow! Not even a scratch!
Having one of those board identity things would be rather useful, but as of yet I can't see. I will find one. I do enjoy getting up in the heights though. Particularly when it means we can get above certain enemies and...
Down they go!
Yeah, please stand still so I can do that. Perfect. There is another enemy here somewhere, but not sure where he is.
Here we go!
No prisoner! Oh, shit!
Creeping B area.
Oh,
What is shooting me with that blasted N something damage? Ah.
This one's mine!
Is that the last one of them? No, there is one more. Down there.
Want to try me? Open fire! Mess with us!
There we go. No more little white pips on the map. I have absolutely no clue what we need all these loot items for at this stage. What I do know, however, is that I would like to get into that carriage just to see if there is anything out of interest in there. Getting up there might be another challenge, though. Let's try the ladder. See, jump on over there. Ooh. Not really that much of interest. I'm down here to repair our weapon again. Guess that's one thing we need though. Weapon parts and stuff like that. There's a door. Oh, vending machines. Let's sell off some of these. There is a limitation to how much we need of this. And I'm also guessing that there is a limitation to our inventory carry weight. I'm not even guessing, I know there is. Frozen dinner. Probably have a lot of junk we can sell. The weapons we will keep. Rotating password list. A list of passwords for something called a RAM. Today's password from the column is 2. Smells like. Sorry about that, I just have to pause the recording while I go turn off that alarm. There we go. That alarm might go off again. So I brought it with me. I'll leave the food items be for now. This is indeed a labyrinth. Oh, there is someone alive here. It's interesting that they keep all these things around in prison. Also, this seems like a terrible place to work.
Impressive, as always.
Oh, hello there.
I never saw you coming.
Oh, come on. There is a guard here somewhere. Up there, perhaps?
I have your back, Captain.
No, there you are.
Excellent hit.
You guys all right?
Is there a ladder up there somewhere? There is.
Understood. I'll keep my head down.
There's somewhere over there. Another ladder. And a dead corporate trooper. Hi there.
Here they come!
Take him down!
Everyone all right?
That was slightly embarrassing. You all get to point and laugh at me for my utter incompetence. Okay, down we go. Door here that can be hacked, lockpicked at least. Inferno Scythe Gold. Okay, so we're back out here. Guessing that calls the elevator, indeed. Sealed. There is a way in there, though. Maybe the map is just the door up there. The question is it up there or is it down here? It is up here, probably sealed. Fine. What's up here then? A big door. Let's call the elevator. It is of course important for us to check out all the places. And still there is no identity card for the board. Okay, let's go down. Go have a look at that computer terminal over there. We do not have the necessary skill to do anything with this, and this door is sealed, so... Guessing we need a password or something that I haven't gathered. But then again, we can just do the door upstairs. Did we get any useful gear? Nope. Okay, so I think we need to end the episode here. And the next episode we will continue our journey into Tartarus. Thank you all so very much for joining me, and I will see you all next time.